Welcome back, human biology students. So this is just kind of to let you know a little bit what to expect, and I'm still kind of pending on maybe some information and feedback from CLC on exactly how things are going to look. But I at least want to say it's very strange to be teaching you this way, and obviously for teachers this is not our preference. But I do hope to, going forward, just doing video lectures and then assigning kind of as we, whatever there is, sort of as we go. So I'm just going to do overview of the notes. You should all have access to the book, which is digital, and you should all have access to. I'm going to make a hyperdoc for those of you who haven't had me before. A hyperdoc is just a document that will contain all of the links, a link to the notes, a link to the instructional videos, links to the labs, and so on. What CLC has asked me to do going forward for right now, we still will do the labs. Unfortunately, we're going to do them paper version. So that means I know with this chapter there's some looking at tissue slides. And I'm not sure, we'll see how I can add to that, but we'll probably just, for now, that's all I'm getting from them is just plan on doing the labs on paper. So we won't take the microscopes out and look at slides of tissues, but you will look at pictures of tissues, okay? So you'll be able to answer all the questions with that. So that's kind of where we are. As far as assessments, hoping to use some video conferencing in order to maintain some integrity with assessments. So I'll have to sort of keep you posted as we move forward for things that need to be turned in. Like for example, the lab on tissues. Please make sure it is your own work. I do not want to get 10 labs with all the exact same worded answers. That's not maintaining any sort of academic integrity. So going forward, we just have to be really careful here about, remember we talked in the beginning of the semester about that academic integrity piece. We have to be very, very careful. Just because you have digital access and you also have digital access to all of your friends does not mean that when you do those labs that it becomes a big group project for the class, because that's not as it was intended. So just be careful. I don't want you to get yourself in trouble. Okay, so I'm looking out for you here. CLC will come down hard on that. It is okay to do partner work, or if you're stuck on a question on the lab, to ask someone. It is not okay to just work as a big group and have and I think there's a little of that anyway. Be careful, because especially now with things, I think CLC is going to really be watching some of that stuff. And I'm just going to throw this out there, I don't know what this is going to look like, but what they are talking about for exams is possibly doing them over Zoom, kind of like video conferencing while you're taking the exam. I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100% sure if that's what we'll be doing, but probably, that's kind of what I'm leaning toward, just so you know. So again, we'll just see going forward. But right now I have a couple of instructional videos posted. I wish I had a full 2 weeks worth of work for you. I'm just kind of scrambling. So I'll just be adding to that hyperdoc. So for this week, I think we just have a couple of videos and some notes. Next week, I think we'll plan on doing that digital copy of that tissues lab. When I give you things, whether it's worksheets or whatever it is, or labs or whatever, that are linked, a document linked on that hyperdoc in Classroom, I think you can open those with Kami and you could write on them that way. Or you could print them off and then scan them in as a PDF. There's all kinds of phone apps that are really, really easily let you do that. They'll have to be turned in digitally in some way. I just don't think there's another way. I don't know what it's going to look like when we collect materials, and I don't want you to get behind because you're sitting on a paper copy. It can be taking pictures with your phone and turning those into the Google Classroom folder, any of those things. But I personally would just say, I don't know that you need to print it and waste the paper, and these are like super colorful images. If you have a color printer, it's going to use up a lot of ink. Just thinking of this Tissues Lab, so that one, I don't know that you would want to print that one off. I might say maybe, well, we'll see going forward. I might say maybe print that back page so I can see it in your handwriting kind of thing. But as far as the other colorful pictures, I just think you're gonna waste a lot of ink if you do that. You could answer the questions on a piece of notebook paper. Maybe I'll do that, even answer just the questions on notebook paper so that it's in your handwriting, and then take a picture and turn it in. That actually might be the best, actually, as I'm thinking, as I'm walking through this, that might be the most as far as maintaining integrity, knowing that you actually wrote that. So I think that would probably be good. All right. Reach out anytime if you have questions. Teachers are very available. We've kind of set up a mock schedule, which I'll put on the HyperDoc, that says first hour is from 9 to 9:30. You, of course, you're at home, do whatever you want. Work on human bio whenever you feel like it. That's entirely up to you. But what we have been held to task kind of with as teachers is just that we should try to make ourselves available during for human bio during that class period time that is human bio, and certainly also those times if we do have to video conference, we'll try to hold it to that 6-hour schedule. Okay. Again, email me if you need anything. If email's not going to work, you can call me, whether I'm here at school or working from home, which is going to be a little more the case now. But my school phone will be forwarded so that it'll ring at my house. So please reach out. Please don't fall behind. Please just, we got this. We got this. We're gonna all be fine through this, and you're still gonna learn a lot, and that's the important thing. Know that teachers are going crazy here. Like, they all miss the students so much. I've dreamt every night for the past week about students and in general, and how I'm going to, how I'm going to teach with this new distance learning model. But I think we're all going to be fine, and we're going to get through this. So good luck, and please reach out if you need anything. All right, thanks and good luck.